Hi everyone, it's Vicky here and welcome to the fourth day of my week featuring Penny Black. Today I'm going to be using these two dies. They are metal dies and they are cutting out two different styles of stockings. They are called Christmas stockings. Now I have cut out the first one, the most simple one, out of red cardstock, and I'm going to cut out the second one out of white cardstock. Now just because this is very intricate, I decided to use my metal adapter underneath my cutting plates. Using a metal adapter really makes a difference for your die cutting machine, especially if you are using metal dies that they are very complicated. I'm going to use my tool to pop this out so you can see the beautiful design and you can place one on top of the other. Now you can use this stocking as it is, or you can add glitter just like I am going to do now. So first of all, I'm going to use my Nuvo glue pen, and that's the large tip, and I'm going to make sure that I have a good application of glue all over the stocking. And now I'm going to apply my Nuvo glitter. Now this is fine glitter, it's called Nuvo Dust. Just because it's so fine, it sticks nicely on the glue, and once you tap off all the excess, it's not going to go anywhere. I am going to show you also another tip that I like to do. So I like to place it in between two papers and just go all over it with my bone folder. This is going to make sure that everything is nicely stuck on the die cut. Now I'm going to do this exactly same technique for the other part of the stocking. But this time I'm going to use white glitter. Now both those stockings are looking really gorgeous at the end, and they kind of look like velvet with glitter inside. And as I am applying the glitter, just to remind you that Penny Black is giving away $25 shopping spree through my blog, so make sure to visit my blog and read all the details. Now both my die cuts are covered in glitter, so at the back of this white piece I'm going to apply some glue so that I can stick one on top of the other. And this glue really sticks nicely, although I am going to stick paper on top of glitter. And as always, you can find a full list of all the supplies that I'm using today, along with links to online shops down below in the description area, as well as on my blog. So now I have stuck those two together. I'm going to place a block on top until it dries. And I'm going to add the sentiment. For the sentiment, I'm using the Merry Christmas sentiment from the stamps that I used on the second day of my week while I was featuring Penny Black. That was a Christmas jingle. So I'm going to stamp it with Versamark ink at the very bottom of this craft cardstock and apply some white embossing powder. Now that everything is ready, I am going to draw a line with my T-ruler. I'm using a pencil there so that I have a straight line and I can use my Crop-A-Dile to create a couple of holes. I'm going to make the holes exactly on top of that line so I can make sure that everything is nicely lined up. I'm going to set two metal brads in gold color using my Crop-A-Dile, and then I'm going to use some white and red baker's twine to thread it through those holes. Of course I'm using my eraser and to make sure that I don't have that pencil line there. So I'm going to thread it through, then thread it through the stocking, and then back through the next hole. So I'm going to make sure that this twine is nicely secured at the back, and I'm just going to use some scotch tape. I'm going to use my scissors to cut off the excess, and at the front I'm going to make sure that this stocking is not moving by sticking a couple of foam squares at the back. I'm going to peel off the foam squares and stick it on top of my panel, so it's nicely secured there. Now the main panel is pretty much finished. I am going to stick it directly on top of my card base, but I decided to add a little bit of glitter on the card base as well, just on the edges where it's going to show after sticking the panel. So again I'm using my Nuvo glue pen, apply my glue on the edges, and then I'm going to apply the same glitter dust by Nuvo that I have used for the red part of my stocking. To add some dimension, I'm using foam tape at the back of my panel. I'm going to peel it off and stick it at the center of my card base. By the way, my card base is a standard card that's 4 1/4 by 5 1/2. And that was the card for today. I hope you had fun and got inspired. And if you did, don't forget to leave me a comment as well as give me thumbs up on my YouTube channel. Don't forget to visit me tomorrow for the last day of my week featuring Penny Black. Here are the 3 cards that I have created this week while featuring Penny Black in case you haven't seen them. Thank you all for watching.